Okay, we got it. I think I started a couple minutes early. Yeah. Okay, we got it. We'll wait for some folks to come in. Hi, guys. I know I'm a few minutes early. Looks like the chat is on. Perfect. Good, good, good. Let me turn this down a little bit. All right. Hey, guys, thanks for tuning in. Let's wait a few minutes while we get until on the hour. If you guys have any particular questions, you can start writing them in the chat. If you guys want to ask a question today, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to go over a few things about what's going on, and then we'll get into tonight's idea. Hello, Todd. Hello, Jan. Hello, Theo. Good to see you. Hi, Marty. Hello, Hilton. EB. Dog Lego Lever. Hey, Michelle. Love you too. Yeah. Hey, girlie. Hey, there's Nay. Hey, Nay. What's up, girl? Thanks for coming in. Okay, let me see. I think the lighting is good, I guess. It's been a while. What else we got? Hey, Kevin. Hello, Opal. Susie, how you doing, darling? Susie Q, great to see you. Yeah. Okay, we got that figured out. So the deal was, I didn't renew my YouTube partnership with YouTube, and that's why I couldn't go live anymore. And the last one I did, I couldn't use the chat. And so unless you have a partnership with them, you can't go live. And so I did everything I was supposed to do it. And now we're live again, and we can chat and we can have these ideas. And I think that's it. Finally caught you live. Way to go, Devlin. All right, very good. So I wanted to. Well, the first thing about YouTube is I monetized the channel, and I haven't had the channel monetized since 2014. And it's the Google ads, and they're going to be at the front, they're skippable, and the end of the video. To rejoin the partnership program, you didn't have to do that, but I chose to do that. So if you can deal with 5-second ads, that would be okay. And I know you've never had to have the ads before, but we monetized it and got back up to speed with YouTube, so we can have our chats. Also, going forward, we're going to have Osifius start the channel, and the idea is once a week. We're going to do this every Sunday, unless scheduling change, and then one time during the week, I'm going to bring Osifius into channel, and that's going to be recording. So that won't be a live, but that'll be a recorded posting, and I'll get the first one up Thursday. And the topic on that one is going to be what we all love, money. Imagine that. So we're going to have that coming up. So again, the detail stuff, like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Donations and the next set of classes, click on the link down there for my Odyssey of Ascension webpage. There's a donation button, and there's also the upcoming Ascension classes starting in September. And we have the last class that the people are going through for the month of August that joined 3 months ago, and this is their last month. And then the next set of classes will be going on. So if you're interested in those, hi, Rocky, and don't hesitate, because they're outstanding classes. And it took me 6 months to write the curriculum, to get it down. And it was a conglomeration of my experience with my students and the sessions that I've had over the years. And so I think it's something to look into if it feels slipstream to you, if you would. And what else? I don't know. So look for more content. 2 videos a week is what we're looking at. That's every Sunday, the same time. And then we'll post something on Thursday. And Frankie's podcast, love you too. Okay, so, we usually do a Q&A, and we haven't done much Q&A. We used to write in. So if you have a question, I'll be monitoring the chat, and you can write that in there. But let me speak a little bit on tonight's idea. When you do a live like this, and you don't plan it, and I never plan stuff because I love the absolute rawness of the moment, and it was an absolute terror to become now, because my mind, and of course we're going to all be subjective here, so it's very personal and intimate to each and every one of you, so the experience is, of course, what I'm saying is going to be unique. So in the idea of that, the idea of the now, learning how to be now, really, really helped me with a tremendous amount of my fears, and allows you to do these things. So when I learned to talk now, I stopped planning. First time catching you live. Thanks for coming. I stopped planning. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Opal. Thank you, Susie Q. So I stopped planning, and you have plans for your life. You have a doctor's appointment, or you feel like going to dinner on Friday, you make plans for it. We're not talking about those kind of ideas. We're talking about what we would consider the future that terrorizes us through truths. So let's all refresh our memories together. There's nothing in your reality that you can experience unless it's your truth. You must remember everything is attraction according to your vibration. Abraham spoke of it so eloquently about the vortex. And Bashar created the idea of the bubble around you. So we just imagine that spinning vortex, and right down the middle is a cord of I am, your self, your worthiness, your idea of creation. That is pumping out unconditional all the time. You're getting back unconditional all the time. The reality around you is unconditional all the fucking time. There's no not unconditional, ever. Everything is a state of being, and that's what humanity, that's what the galaxies, that's what the universe, that's what creation is by nature. The subjective point of view is the one that gets to shape it, bend it, condition it in any way it wants to. Any way it wants to interpret reality. And it does so by the nature of itself, so we only have a divine time all the time. And then we came to be a human. And in the incarnation of humanity, we're separated. So we become a personality built on the structures that we see, covet, live, love by. Humanity, we see it, we touch it, we feel it, we become those truths. Those truths attract the ideas of realities, but they don't attract positive realities or negative realities. Don't forget that. Whoever's selling you that shit that you attracted something bad, get out of that toxic world. You don't belong there. That's no longer your world. You must be evolving. If you're not evolving, then you're not looking at your truths. Your truths aren't outside of you, they're inside of you. So when you see the idea of toxicity around you, in the idea of no longer belonging in that world, you must behave differently in order to relate to the reality, put into your vortex. Hey, this is not my truth anymore. I want to change. So I'm going to change behaviors, which changes truths, which tells your vortex, I don't want this anymore. And then your vortex tells your best fucking friend, reality, to give you this, and your reality changes. and you get what is an absolute 100% current match of yourself, your truth. So your truths are creating not what's in front of you in detail. Your truths are creating how you fucking feel about yourself, about the world, about everything. That's what you're feeling. You're feeling the interpretation of I am. Those are all the truths you have to understand. And they all lie within you. And it's a motherfucker to tear them down. It's painful, it's upsetting, it's what we do. So when I was faced with the fears of the futures, the fears of what society has told me, I had a thing with someone just saw that. I gave blood and yeah. Why am I choppy tonight? I seem choppy. Anyways, I was faced with the fears of the future because I was raised to worry. I was raised to be safe and secure. I was coveted. Teachers, mother, father, friends, family, religions told me an enormous amount of fearful things, represented by a fearful society of murder, rape, horrible lies, deceit, governments fucking each other over, killing each other, religions killing each other, all reinforced. So it became very real to me. So my fractal was interpreting reality through conditions. And then I saw that none of that has ever happened to me. It's not happening to me. It's happening up here, but it's not happening here. We've had bad things happen in your life, car accidents, people die, car repossession or something, getting fired from a job, sure. But those are still interpretations, are they not? They're interpretations of a reality that lie within your kingdom. Is the only way you can feel that truth is because it's your truth. So my truth about the future would paralyze me, just fucking cripple me, take my knees out. I couldn't walk. I would get scared in here to where I wanted to hyperventilate. Panic attacks, but not like the panic attacks that a lot of people have. I didn't have those, but I had very, very tumultuous times where I needed to hold on to something as I was afraid so much. And it would scare the fuck out of me. And I was like, God, why? And then it's me. Everyone kept on telling me, it's you. Right? The people I channeled, the books I read, the Seth material, all of that said, it's you. You're interpreting it. Truth lies within, right? So I started behaving differently about the future. If I didn't have money for a bill, I wouldn't ask for the money when I normally would have. Happened years ago when I first started waking up, and that whole time, if you guys know my history, when I was homeless for a while and jobless and doing everything I could to, and I just found my way. But the point is sometimes I didn't have it and I was afraid. So I started trusting. And one by one, the little miracles came. And I took the miracles as a positivity. I took them as an emotional condition of positivity. And I say that because I don't want to be happy temporarily because my problem was solved. But was my steps at that time. Now I don't look for good things nor bad things. My life is a divinity. And I got there by taking down the conditions of limitation. And there were positive things that would solve and make me feel good. I was wrecked. And then I get the money or whatever I needed, and then it was gone. It was a huge release. And I was like, good God, look at that. Fear, scared, ask for it, or the miracle comes. I waited for the miracle. The miracle came. It came. I trusted it. It came, and it showed me You can trust your world because you're not going to fuck yourself over, Roxy. You're not here to learn a lesson. You're not here. You're not mean to yourself. You love yourself. You are yourself. I love the fuck out of me. But of course, I judged the fuck out of me at first because I was taught to judge. So when I saw those outside fears of the future, I had to behave differently. And I trusted and I got those positive things. I got those releases. But then after I got the releases, I cycled because I didn't change my behavior of what got me to that situation. So I had to start looking at that part. So I was looking at time and looking at my habits. So I had to tear this whole structure apart because this is the structure that's creating my experience. The structure is me, my personality. A little entity that bought into, that didn't have a choice to buy what they were selling because it's the only thing we saw. Do you guys really understand there is absolutely no racism? There's no division as a nature. We divide ourselves in our minds and we enact them in physicality, of course. We kill people because they're white or black or Muslim or religion. We're really good at killing each other. That's the one thing humanity is probably the best at. I'm writing in my book, my second book called Venusia, and one of the characters wanted to learn the best battle technique because he's about to go into battle. So you know where he goes? He goes to humanity to learn to fight because humanity is the best. We are very good at killing. We are the greatest armies ever. We would take on if we had the equal weapons, no one would defeat us because we're just fucking insanely educated about killing. But we have never been understood on how to love because we've been divided. So I saw me and I had to say, wait a minute, I've got to learn to fall in love with the person. But my mind says that person's a piece of shit. Because those are the beliefs, the truths that created my experience, that attracted realities to show me, hey, you're not a piece of shit. Where's your truth now? The only realities I got weren't positive and negative. They were change. They were absolute change for me. Do the work, I said to myself. Look at yourself. You're the one who's doing this. And that sucked. It hurt. It's me. So the now is absolutely exquisite. You want to trust it. You want to learn it. You want to take the thing. You know what it is to fear time. You guys play out scenarios. I played out scenarios. But if I don't do this and this might happen and this might happen, I can't have that. And then you're fucking spinning. Then you got this big tornado above you going, oh my fucking God, it's hopeless. And you pile on more shit. That's you piling on your own shit. You're the fucking worker with the shovel in a knee-deep fucking pile of shit, shoveling it on you. Enlightenment. Seeing what you create. You can't get a world unless you understand something. I'm creating this. It's my truth. That's why it's here. Can we really ever say why anymore? I mean, in different ideas. Sure. A joke. Why did the chicken cross my road? I got you. But why is the chicken funny? I just remembered this joke. Why is the chicken funny? Because. Okay, that's my joke. So we understand those boys, but why is this happening to me? Why this? Why that? What did I do wrong? That's all fucking feeding the vortex. Okay? You got to recognize that you are the creator of your world. If there's anything you can learn about that, learn that you are creating it, but stop with the external manifestation and the fascination with creating televisions and houses and material ideas and the perfect world. Have we not learned anything from Frank Herbert? If anyone has not read Frank Herbert, if you like to read Read Frank Herbert and read the Dune series. Read them all, and you'll understand there is no peace to be had. There's no perfect world to be forced. You can't force it because it's not outside, it's inside, for God's sakes. Can you imagine how free? I know that was funny. How free you would be if you never had the programming of suffering embedded, of fear embedded. Wouldn't you be a god? Well, that's what you are anyway. You just created a personality for experience. You went down to a video game, you put on the bodysuit, and you said, let's go, and here you are. But the difference is you don't know you're down here in the incarnation, and the God's creating it is you. And we can do that. Tuning in from the beach streets of Barcelona, Theo says, cruised here with Abraham and friends. Question request. May you speak on the attraction of my free-ish splendid villa for 5 nights. I don't know if I would speak on the attraction of it in particular, Theo, but if you get something that's awesome and you don't understand why it's there, that's a reaction. Someone knocks on my door and says, here, Roxanne, here's $1 million. I would take it and say goodbye. Thank you, goodbye. And that's it. I wouldn't ask why, when, who, what. I know that now. But before, there's no way I would have taken it. There's a trick to it. There's a catch to it. What do I have to do? There's no way you're gonna. I'm gonna push my reality away. So Theo here has, let's read it again. Question and request. May you speak on the attraction of my free-ish splendid villa for 5 nights. Yeah, I can speak on it that you got something that you're worth. It's there because you attracted it. So this is a point. It's thank you for bringing it up. When we get the reality, now really think about this. Don't use your fucking ego mind up here, because your ego mind is so desperate for happiness, you're going to bullshit yourself. You wouldn't actually do this until it fucking happens. As soon as you start getting I am instead of I am not, the things you don't want, and you start getting I am, these are the things that I do want that match my vibration. Humanity has a wonderful tendencies. Students of mine, sessions, my apprentices have absolutely wonderful tendencies to say, why? I'm not allowed. What is going on? Because it feels good. Now remember, let's go along in our dotty dot world that we have here. And I'll tell you what a dotty dot world means. A dotty dot world is you have little dots, right? So these round circles are happies, but these are sufferings, mediocrity. And then everyone else thought, oh, Friday, yay, get drunk. Look, something happened. Oh, we got a new movie out on Netflix. Woo! Got me? So as soon as you get something that is good and it's there for no reason, well, fuck, we better find out why, goddammit. Because if it is something else, I don't want to be disappointed. So I'm going to make sure I destroy it before I'm allowed to love what I am. Because it's your bubble. Go back and learn that. You create your reality, your interpretation. Everything is there, not for a reason, because you attracted that, what we call a frequency interpretation of worthiness. Right now, we're all born unworthy of our natural self. And then we are being the fractal. And then we wake up and we start to learn our worthiness. I am. I exist. I've been blessed because I am. Creation chose me to be aware. I am experience. I am forever. You got to get used to that, and you got to say yes to these things. I manifested my car for free. 2016, me and Tommy G moved in together. I moved in with him. We bust everywhere. 2019, when COVID came along, right at the end of 2019, before COVID really hit, we stopped and we said, yeah, the bus isn't working us. Let's Uber. I was making a little bit more money, had a little bit more students, had apprentices, so I can afford to Uber. So I was Ubering everywhere. But then after a while, I was like, yeah, not so fun anymore. I have to wait, I have to do this. I deserve a car. So I opened myself up by saying yes to the car. And now I've had the car for a week and a half. And it's mine. It's free. It was here. Doesn't matter how it comes. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. I can't have a free car. Fuck that. I got to have a little bit more misery. Oh my God, I haven't earned it. I haven't suffered enough for it. I haven't earned it. I didn't do something. What should I do? What should I give back for this? I just can't have anything for free in my own reality that I create. God forbid, I better fucking pay for it. So you guys got to get your head out of your ass and stop pushing against what is the slipstream. It's easy to push against creation because we've been taught to push, resist, go against. That's wrong. That's wrong. I don't want that. I want this. I don't want that. I want this. Right? So I would say you got that because you're awesome. You're falling in love with you and you deserve it. And sometimes it's hard to deserve it. I remember my first big donation. It was a $500 donation. I shit my pants. I was like, oh my God. I felt guilty. Like, my God, you're giving me $500. I started fucking crying because I wasn't worth my reality. I got to stop kicking myself in the hoo-hoo. And I did. I learned to say yes. And I had to transcend those emotions of guilt, those emotions of obligation, those emotions of return. I had to transcend those because that's my work. That's what I need to see. If I don't see the way I'm behaving, how can I change it? I've got to recognize it in here. First step, recognition. So I would say, enjoy your splendid villa. Walk around in your freaking tighties. Hopefully they're not whitey tighties. I hope you wear boxers. So anyways, walk around barefoot, no thing, boxers. I love it. And enjoy your villa and be king for a day. That's your world now. You live it now. Don't try to make it more. Don't try to make it less. Be and enjoy it now. Until it's not that, it is that. So be that so you can get used to what it is to be yourself. And when those opportunities come up, you can choose them. You can choose them. Because you're familiar with being worthy. You're familiar of those worlds you attract. And then sometimes you're going to go through the cavitations or the what I call contractions of, those of you get birth, you go through the contractions like, yeah, The contraction is you coming across another fucking layer of your own bullshit, your belief systems that keep you conditioned, the conditions you learned from society, your externalisms. And then you can change that because you recognize that. But until you see it, you can't do shit. You're going to get the same stories, your history, because you're not changing behavior. Until you recognize it and change behavior, nothing happens. Your world's the same. Oh, you get different decorations. Of course. But you feel the same. You're stuck in a cycle of polarity, looking for the little dots of happiness, running through the suffering, giving yourself hope, cheering for a victory, and then going back to, all right, what's next? Let's do it. Arr. Fuck that. I'm out. So I learned to be now, and it took a while because nothing came through the door, nothing scary happened, but I had a ton of beliefs, and I'm walking around my house scared of my own shadow, scared of the future. And then I learned, and I started learning different parts about me. We're gonna talk about manifestation, the manifestation that I found, not the manifestation that these people write about through processes. I'm not talking about that. And the idea of visualization and picturing and stuff. I learned how to manifest differently. That's how I got the car. And it's very, very simple. It doesn't take effort. What it does, it takes a discipleship of allowance and trust. And I will teach on those things. But I think that's, what do you guys think? Talking to the crew? I think that's it. I wanted to talk about the now, trusting the reality, recognizing the vibration, understanding how you push against your own reality, accept it. That's why I guess I wanted to talk about it, because we just talked about all those things. If there's not any more questions. Hi, Sally. Hi, darling. Very good. Anyways, so again, to refresh what we said at the beginning, don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate that. The channel is monetized now, so there will be ads, but they are skippable at the beginning and the end. You can always make donations at odysseyofascension.com. I have the new class coming up in September 5th is when it starts. I'll speak a little bit more about that as it gets closer. And if you guys need anything, yes, that's what it is. And if you guys need anything, please contact me. I also have opened up apprentices. I had 2 apprentices. I have one that left, he's done. And now I still have one. So I'm open for another apprentice. If you guys are interested in that, it's a little bit like the ego classes. It's a one-on-one. We spend some time together. So that's up, and it's up there on the website. I love you guys. Rock your reality. Don't let anyone shit on your fucking porch. You don't deserve it. You deserve you. Find that God, find that kingdom, sit back once again on your throne and rule your kingdom. You guys are gods. Trust it. I love you guys. Take care. I'll be around. If anything else you need, you know where to reach me. Take care.